Well, good Wednesday morning. What's this? The 4th of May. Yeah. We're like already into the second month of fucking freedom, boys. Woo! What are you doing today, Rick? Well, it's gonna be a nice day, son of a bitch. I got a lot of stuff I want to do outside, but I gotta get some stuff done in here because I need to get on some customer pay because I gotta make a little bit of money. Feller keeps buying shit, you gotta make some money to keep buying shit, right? Yeah, well, there you go. So it's just fucking gorgeous day out. I mean, I got 100 fucking projects to do outside and 100 fucking projects to do in here, but for the morning here, the rest of the morning, I had to run and get some hay and treat some cows and yeah, just take care of some miscellaneous stuff, and we'll get into doing more of that later. But fucking sometimes I just gotta run and gun, and I can't make videos of everything every day because otherwise you would have a fucking 8-hour premiere. Okay? So there you go. Try to get some highlights for you. I'll try to get some more cattle stuff. I know some people want to see more of the cows, and I'll try to do that. And to get fucking, the weather gets a little bit nicer here. We get to working on the barn up there and get some fencing going, and yeah, everybody will be fucking, it'll just be more conducive to doing that. So, I think I'm a little hyper this morning. I have no fucking idea why. I didn't sleep with a fuck last night. Thanks, wife. It wasn't even a fun kind of not sleeping. Anyway, so I need to get some airlines ran so we can get that, the airlocks hooked up for that, so I'm not dragging that fucking hose across the floor all the time. Then that air reel is going to go up there because we're already plumbing anyway. And then that trouble light is going to go over there in that corner. So that way, feller needs a battery charger or something outside, you just grab that and run her out versus going and find the extension cord and all that stuff. Just go right out there. Just like that one. Perfect. Let's do it. What? It's Wednesday. All right. So I got the reel on the wall. Nothing much to see there. She leg screwed that thing to the wall. That's gonna be like perfect. That one's, well, because you gotta walk underneath it. But this one, you know, grab height's perfect. I might move that fucker back and let it hang down about like that, just because this sometimes gets in the way when you're trying to do shit. But otherwise, because having it there wouldn't be so bad at all. And then that bumper can be back there. I guess it's a matter of personal preference how you want to start. I like to start where like my final goal is, and then now I can get an idea of what I want to do here for plumbing and making our connections, and then we have to incorporate, obviously we have to incorporate this. So that's going to be interesting, and I think actually most of that's going to happen right back here. It'll be in the middle of the shelf. We can make it look nice and neat and uniform and shit. And then we're going to plumb our line over, and we'll go up the side of the tire rack, and then we'll fucking head that way. So, oh God, we're gonna have to pull all those tires down and work above that rack and whatever else, but we may as well make it look right. I was gonna get some conduit and run it across the ceiling, but then I thought, yeah, fuck, whatever. It was back and forth on it, so plus it's costing more materials, and I'm kind of a cheap bastard, so we're not doing that. All right, so when I was in passing at the hardware store today, I did stop and fella had to get a couple of materials. Where's the other one over here? Over here. This one. So I had ordered these cable clips and then a box of screws to go with them. And then I grabbed a couple of miscellaneous fittings while I was there, but once the feller started realizing what these bastards are costing now, that one's $5, that one's $6 plus tax. I just figured, well, before we get too far into, we may as well go back to using some of these bastards I've purchased before. And maybe the feather can, and he's actually pretty cheap compared to most of these places. I got a bigger turnover rate because his stock hasn't turned over yet. So we're gonna go through all this shit, and we're gonna do some adapting. An A adapter. I need a fucking elbow though. That one's too big. And then we'll throw some stuff up there. I got these that kit that I bought. It's Prime Fit. Comes with 100 feet of line. Comes with all these. Come over here. You sit down. Jesus. Comes with all these a tray of all these different fittings and whatnot, and we got some that are kind of half pre-assembled here. And show you where those go when we get there. But this one, this is going to be our splitter. This end, well, this will be our inside inlet. That'll go over to that hose reel. One will go to the airlock release, and then I'll just put a quick connect fitting on there just in case I need one. So I gotta figure out my my situation here so I can go around the corner and get adapted. So we'll do that. All right, so I was gonna put this on the wall, but then I realized I gotta have a line coming in the other side here because I had that one in there and I didn't have this one in there, so we gotta perfect. I'm gonna put it right about fucking there. Eyeball aesthetic. Is it gonna be measured? No. Luke, you're fucking welcome. And it rocks on the fucking these line couplers, which needs a spacer behind it, so that's gonna bother me. See how I don't know if I turn it, will the flats clear if I turn it? Kind of don't like that. That block should be thicker. I'm going to see if I can tweak these enough to get them to a flat. Well, they said, oh, they might. Oh, sight down that. I think it's just about right. Now we gotta go all the way over another one now because somebody tweaked her a little bit too much. Hold on. What the fuck size is that? 7/8? Oh, chair. See if it rocks when we stick it against the wall now. Now it's nice and solid. Nice and solid when we stick it against the wall now, so just gotta remember we gotta line up flat on flat. If they'd have made that block a little thicker, that would have been nice, but whatever. Not the end of the fucking world, but you know, I gotta have something to bitch about. See, the only problem I'm going to have here is I really This is again where OSB walls are nice, because we just attach the bastard to the wall. You're not trying to put a bracket on. If you got steel sheeted walls, you're gonna have a fuck of a time. I know it's faster, it looks nice, and all that bullshit. I wouldn't put steel on my walls for fucking nothing. The hell with that. I like the OSB. Now, granted, right now, with the cost of materials, I wouldn't put OSB on anything either, and or steel. Fucking sheet it in plastic and call her a day. But, so now we're gonna get a line. We're gonna run a line from there to over there and figure out how we're gonna adapt it to the reel, and we'll go from there. What did I do with the Chris wrench? I have no fucking idea. Alright, so since we're in the whole use what you got mode, I dug through all this stuff, and we've got a little adaptation system going on here that the peanut gallery will really love. I'm going to probably spend fucking... I'm probably going to use $25 worth of fitting, so I don't have to go back to town and buy a $3 fitting, but I don't have to go back to town. Gas is fucking expensive. So, I need to find my wrenches here. Here we are. So we got the elbow into the union, because I don't have an elbow that's half and half on each side. Otherwise, that would have been perfect. Fucking fella ain't got one. So we got the male to, or female to male elbow, and then we got the union there. And now we're gonna fucking throw some adapters on this thing. So this one is gonna go here. I think it's supposed to. Better. Fucking, oh yeah. Get her in there. All the way. Come on. Oh, perfect. And this one, that one goes from quarter inch, it's quarter inch, it's gonna be quarter, half inch. Half down to 3/8. This one goes half to quarter. I don't know why the hell I thought it was quarter. Anyway, half-inch line down to quarter, half-inch line down to 3/8. So, because, again, Fowler doesn't want to go back to town. So, Peanut Gallery, you're fucking welcome for this one. I'm telling you right now, you're just fucking welcome. I could have gone to town and bought it, but I didn't. So, we got that. And then we got a little brass union there. Male union. We're gonna put a little thread tape on that old bitch. Thread her in on the quarter inch side. Fucking perfect. Look at that shit, huh? And then we got the other push connect fitting. Hopefully we're going to have enough of them. We should. They'll be close. If not, we'll be working that too. Fuck it. Whatever. Jeez. I'm a little excited there, Rick. Ugh. Perfect. Look at that minty bitch. We better put some pipe dope on. What the fuck is happening here? Okay. Oh, we got it. Look at that minty motherfucker, huh? Perfect. All right, well, so you ever have one of those times where you're like, you just scrap everything and change your mind? I didn't scrap everything, but I changed my mind a little bit. So we got our adapter There are $25 worth of hardware installed there because I didn't want to go to town, but she's mid. We got our line ran across here. We got these little nylon cable straps that we're putting on there. And then I had that block. I was going to put this block in here. But I only have a limited number of these. And that would have utilized 2 of them, plus that block. And then I realized, hey, I got these T's. So I put that T in here because it doesn't really matter. And then I just dropped the supply line down the back, so it's a little cleaner, and you don't have a air coupler up here that's going to be a problem. So probably a good thing. I don't know why I needed one there anyway, but so I put a block down here, if you can see that. Yep, had to make sure. And then on the bottom there's a valve. We put a shutoff valve on there so you can drain condensation out of there periodically. Come over here, and especially in the wintertime, with the heat in the building and these lines running against the outside wall, you'll get condensation in the lines. So all the low points, I'm going to try to put a drain in. And then we got this plumbed in, so it's attached. It's got a quick coupler down here because that was what I had. So we could quick couple this to it, so that way we can unplug it too. If we get an air leak or something, it's easy enough to unplug it. Line is ran there, makes the bend and goes up above. You can see we got all the tires thrown off the rack. Runs along the wall up there, around through the corner, and then I come to that spot right there, and I put another T-joint in, and I got to do some expandifoam up in that corner because it's gone. So I got a can of expander foam sitting here, but I'd put a drop down in so we have another hose coupler there if I need one. Again, another low point drain so I can release condensation, because especially going up over the top of this door, by the time you take warm air that's going to be in that area, run it up over the top of the door and back down the side, it's going to get condensation in it like a son bitch. So we have a condensation drain there. So the next step is to run it up over the door, through that, all of that, and then we'll get it over down and that way. This corner is going to be a little bit of a, because that cable pulley and the rod, there ain't really much room to sneak it along the wall, so we're gonna have to come out and loop it around a little bit. Not a huge fan of having to do that, but fuck else do you want from me? I priced black pipe. I was actually gonna black pipe this thing because that's initially what I did, is we just ran everything black pipe except for a flexible joint to the compressor, because you want a flexible air hose there and a shutoff valve. I was going to run everything in black pipe. If you see what black pipe's gone up to, holy fuck. Of course, pretty much everything, but Jesus, good Lord. So this was about 15% of the cost, 20% of the cost of running black pipe, if that. So, yeah, this is what we're going to do. It's rated for 150 PSI. 160 PSI, whatever it is, at 70 degrees, which ironically is the same fucking PSI rating as PEX tubing, which I had PEX fittings, and I could have done that, except I would have had to buy all the shark fittings and whatever else. So this kit was probably cheaper with when you're getting all the little fucking plastic fittings versus, I don't know how well PEX fittings are going to hold up under. I'm sure they would hold up under that much pressure, but I don't know for sure. Never tried it. Anybody tried it? Let me know down there. I'm going to get back to it. We're going to run some lines, and we'll get this thing hooked up, maybe actually working today. All right, so we got to make our last connection up here. We have our, I'd call it, I guess, a manifold assembly. This should probably be on that end, though. Yeah. So we're gonna have to switch that around. Huh. It's all right. It was assembled like that before, so I thought maybe I'd get away with it. I'm not going to. So I will grab the croissant and then, oh, it's in my pocket. Fuck. I didn't even need to get down. God, nothing worse than having to climb a ladder twice. Pull it out of there. Got it. Put another wrap of pipe tape on here. Tape, dope, fuck, I don't care what you use. You do what you do, I don't care. Just make sure it's not over the end of the damn thing. Right? Put as much on you as you want on the fucking threads. Just don't put it over the end. It'll be fine. Oh, meaty. I'll put this in that end. Fancy like. So I thought I had everything that I needed, and it turned out that I didn't. So I was able to send my wonderful wife a picture and dimensions, and she got what I needed. So that was perfect. I needed that adapter right there because it was the one that the hardware store only had one of. Not that they stock a ton of stuff, but they'll usually can figure out something that'll get you out of a pinch. Oh. So now that goes on here. Oh yeah. So that line faces that direction. I already cut this line off and split it off the barb fitting on here because that goes to our hose reel on this side of the shop. So we can go ahead and tighten this hose clamp up. Nice. You don't have to get super tight, trust me. We can this line kit comes with this fucking nasty little cutter. Look at that sumbitch. And it's beveled on both sides. It fucking near cuts that thing without even fucking thinking about it. It's I wouldn't stick your finger in there, that's for sure. Probably better nip a little bit more off. And then we make that connection. That looks pretty good. Clean, crisp, nice. Okay, so where the fuck are you? Go over there. Line runs. So that's where the old line is. We're taking off there. Run over there, run across. It's a little, I know it was a little, coming from that way, I should have gauged it, broed that one up a little bit. Fuck it, whatever. It'll bother Luke more than it'll bother me, and then when he's here, I'll point it out to him, so. Up over the garage door, you can see we had to make a little bit of a loop there to clear everything else. Where over there, we could tuck it around the corner, whatever. Eventually, we're going to put a garage door opener in here, but I can do a conventional style garage door opener. It'll just have to be tucked in there, and it may, depending on the unit, we may have to make a small adjustment in the fucking ceiling, but that's fine, whatever. Deal with that later. Loops around and again comes down. So we got a low point drain, and we have another take out if we need one. I don't have any actual fucking air hose laying around because I don't use it for anything. The old one I had, I threw out because it was pretty much junk. Feller should probably get a 50-footer and have it laying around here just so I could, if I need to add on to one of those and out the door, I can do that. Or a 100-footer or something. Fuck, whatever. So we run over here. And then we went through all this hookup before. So basically all that's left to do is throw this fucker on and see if our connections are tight. Some of them, if they're not pushed together all the way, they might fucking leak or pop apart. I guess we'll find out, right? So, shut that one off. That's how I drained the air pressure out of the thing before. And it is another low point drain, as you'll notice. That was kind of my condensation catch. And eventually I want to take off that, come down through the bench and run down there. I think I have just enough line left that I can do that. Go underneath the bench and go down to the end down there with an airline supply. So we'd pretty much have everything except for the back wall covered, which is okay. We'll have it set up so that we can join in, because I did save that master block. Where is it? Got all the plumbing stuff out. Plus we have all these brass fittings and stuff that for tools and whatnot. And I got to convert my tools over because they had the Lincoln style at the Ford garage and I do not. So we have this block. We'll be able to put down there on the end. And so we'll have it set up so that we can take we have takeouts for future use once we expand into the back of the building and whatnot. And we can just keep carrying airlines versus having to redo stuff. I do like this kit as long as it holds up. I don't mind the stuff. So let's see how many leaks we got, shall we? We can crack a little airline in here. This needs to be cleaned up too. Jesus, good Lord. Come on, Rick. Do I hear one? So that one's not pushed in all the way, I'm guessing. We got a little clearance here. I'll show you what we're gonna do. Well, I'm too crazy here. Grab that. There's a little room there, so. Hopefully. We got, oh, come on. Give me enough. Nope. Okay, so I shut it off over there, so we're not going to be bleeding off any more pressure. We're going to loosen up these need just enough to get it to clip in there. Oh, it's not even that. The fitting's not, I never tightened the fitting up in it, Rick. Well, for fuck's sake. Good job, Rick. I thought it was not stamped in all the way. It turns out I never tightened the thing up. Good job, Ricky Dicky. I had these handy. Was that twisting that or no? I don't. Oh, you did a bang-up job on the installation there, Rick. Fuck's sake. Okay. Hold on, I gotta grab a crescent wrench. That'll make life a little bit easier. Plus, I'll remember that I put it up on top of that OSB. Okay, now, I knew that. I thought that fucker felt like it went in there when I put it together, but whatever. This one up here. Okay. If that's the worst of our problems, I guess I can deal. Go now. Cutting the pressure back on. We'll listen for more leaks. I hear another one somewhere. Those motherfuckers. Seriously? Well, I'm gonna crank on that motherfucker now. Fucker. Just crank down with a pipe wrench. Fine. Fuck's sake. Oh. Capacity on the air compressor is pretty good. So we'll start taking pressure off the system there, and because we're gonna have to undo that one, and we're gonna have to crank that fucker down a couple of turns. So, yeah. Oh, I thought it was that connection right there. And it's got pipe dope on it, but it's a fucking... I don't know if I like that fitting, but whatever. Fucking make her go. Watch that hose if you're gonna take it off there. It's under a little pressure. Oh fuck. Oh my god, the barb fittings work on that son of a bitch. We don't have to worry about that motherfucker blowing off. Holy Christ. Let me pop this one. See, pushing on that blue collar, it releases the shark bite fitting. Luckily, this hose is long enough that we can cut it off, split it, and I probably should take that connection apart. Or should I crank on the motherfucker? What you want to do, Rick? Well, we can crank on it, I suppose. Oh yeah. We'll just crank on it. Fuck it. Now we're gonna need one more fucking revolution in that bitch. Okay, shit's getting crazy. I gotta tell my wife she better do something with her fucking eggs before she leaves. So I guess we're doing them all like this. Now everything's getting tightened up in like a sequence here. Okay. Put that back together and try it. So granted, I probably should have cranked those bastards down. Before, but I didn't, so whatever. Live and learn, life's a bitch, and all other shit, so. Okay. Connections are back on. Those are ran down fucking tight. So a lot of times on airlines, I try not to get fucking crazy with it if I don't have to, but apparently I had to, so fuck. All right, well, we'll see what happens this time. The air compressor's got to come on eventually. Oh, you gotta shut this one off, Rick. Shut that one off, Rick. Oh. Do I hear not a sound? Not a sound? Not a sound. Nothing. Nothing? No hissing? Ha ha! Look at that. Open this one up all the way. It's air pressure. Okay. Go see if our airlock releases work over here. If we got... Listen. No hissing. Fuck was that? I don't know what that was. Did you see it? I didn't see it. Perfect. So we got a hose reel on this side of the shop. We got our airlock release hooked up. We don't have to be dragging the hose around behind the vehicles and worrying about running over all that other junk. Just another day at the fucking Rick Bork shop. If you guys like what I'm doing, throw me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, get my notifications. Memberships are there if you want one, and I do appreciate it because it actually helps us do this stuff on the channel. Literally. I got a lot of stuff to clean up. All of that. And I gotta get ready for a live stream because it's Wednesday. Hope to see you there.